YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host TKK and we are back with another video, guys. Today's video is going to be a re-review or a revisit of the Qanba 2009 from Qanba. This is an arcade stick desk that came out earlier this year, 2024 to be specific. So you may see this in 2025. There has been content featured on my channel prior to this. And, you can kind of revisit that to see the tale that has been told since infancy with me owning this product, all the way up to me talking about buying this product at CES earlier in January of this year. Now, we're going to coin this as an 8/9 month review for this product. Not much has changed since the prior upload on my channel about this product. I tried not to make a lot of content because, when you get something like this, I think it's best that you get it set up. And once you get it going the way you want it to be, you just kind of let things be until you determine that there needs to be some changes, some modifications done to what you got going on. If it's not broke, don't try to fix it, is my saying. OK, so we're going to have some timestamps in this video to have some discussional points around what's on this desk, how it's been holding up, my thoughts in all totality. And we're going to get it going right after this intro. All right, welcome back to the channel. So this thing fully assembled, put in the corner. I think it rests well in the corner. And I've got 3 lights. All the lights are not connected to the table, so they're all freestanding, if you will. These are Elgato key lights. The smaller options, and then the larger. The larger is on a standalone tripod behind the Qanba. There's a Sony camera, A6000, so 1080p, 60 frames per second. That is wedged onto the camera. So there's a tripod connected to the back of the Qanba 2009 desk. There's a 32-inch Alienware gaming monitor. This is QD OLED Gen 3 technology from Samsung Displays. This is 4K up to 240 hertz. There is a nice curvature here. This video is not being filmed in high dynamic range, so the colors of the monitor may look off a little bit, and this is being filmed in 4K at 30 frames per second. I digress. We've got an Elgato Wave 3 microphone connected that's wedged to the desk also. So there's a lot of space on this desk for you to be able to get peripherals connected to it to just make things free flow the way that I have them. Some of the peripherals to continue. We've got a Logitech keyboard and mouse. A lot of discussion around how comfortable this device would be for you to type because there's an arcade stick wedged to it, and that would be in front of the keyboard. This works really well considering you won't buy this with the expectations of you playing a competitive first-person shooter as your main driver. It's for fighting games. This keyboard comes with this mouse, so there's one dongle, USB-A, that connects to my PC that makes both of these work. I've had these since infancy of me having the Qanba 2009, not had to change the battery. I do not turn them off, and there is no mouse mat needed for this mouse to work. There's a Stream Deck, as you can see. I went with the XL. And my setup is pretty basic. What's important to me was power for these lights and the frequency in which how bright I can make them. Please protect your eyes. We can get very bright. This complements a piece that's behind my chair. This is a collapsible green screen. This thing comes up pretty high. If you go to my gaming channel, the most recent content made, all done with this desk. Very professional look. With the Stream Deck, of course, you can put other different options. I have record, pause, stream. Again, my loadout is pretty basic. I do have a pair of speakers, as my monitor of choice does not have speakers. You can decide to get you a monitor that has speakers, but most of the flagship monitors today will not. It's just a standard, okay? So I went with a pair of Logitech speakers. These are 300 series. So it gives me a left, gives me a right, It also gives me a subwoofer that fits conveniently onto the physical stature of the Qanba 2009. There's a remote control with my speakers. There's a volume knob up and down on the left. There's a power button on the right. There's a physical headphone jack, which is how the magic happens. So what I'm able to do is I can use the most basic headphones and I get decent audio. It also makes it incredibly easy for me to be able to create content, and I'm not worrying about there being any type of duplicated content coming through the microphone. So I'm basically hearing the game or whatever media through my headphones, in which when we talk about headphones, nothing too expensive, just a wire pair Corsair. I like my things to match. So even though I don't have a Corsair keyboard mouse, the Elgato, you know, the peripherals, just a wired 3.5 jack that plugs right into my Logitech controller that I just showed you. Audio projects to those. I can hear everything happening here. So when I'm recording game audio, the only thing being picked up externally is just going to be my microphone. PC is a whole different conversation, but it fit really well onto here. And cable management is done as good as I need it to be. We don't need to do anything too crazy, but we did some zips. The case here, without me going through all the parts, is from Height. It's a Y60, okay? They make a really good case, and you know, my components that are in there are good to match with the monitor that I have. So 4090 with an i9 build, again, not gonna go into everything. And I do personally use a pair of Gunner glasses, nothing too fancy, but when you're sitting this close, I do believe you should be protecting your eyes. So just some blue light blockers is what I'd recommend. And typically I'll just have a couple of my cell phones there. I do have a business, a personal phone. And so I set those on the desk. Sometimes they're in my pocket, but this thing holds everything pretty well. Now, there are a couple of sides to this on the left and right. Those sides can be used for having your headphones, having your eyeglass case, or other headphones. I got a wireless pair, random controller, some adapters and such, or you can hold them, use those to hold drinks, right? Because they coin them as cup holders, and they do a good job of doing that. The quality of build of this thing has just been nice and sturdy and firm. I just love it. I've not modified any buttons. I've not modified any type of converter adapters, PCBs, or anything. By default, this thing comes set up for 4 different configurations. There's a lock and unlock button that does remove the start home guide button from working. It does come with the joystick condom. This retails for about 20 bucks, so the whole value in is really nice. Gravity silent stuff. Default works for me. Love it. I've had no problems, no peel or anything. Even the cleanup has been pretty well. I sweat over long periods of a session. You know, you can just kind of scratch off all the dirt, take like a Clorox wipe, you know, every now and again. I mean, I've had no peel, no discoloration or anything. And I mean, I use this thing a lot. I mean, a lot, right? So just wanted to kind of vlog, walk around, talk about this. It's just held up so well. This has been one of my best investments from a technology perspective, where it's such a simple device, but it's something that I wish would have been made a long time ago. It's my only gripe with this. I have no complaints about this at all, none. Understanding that when you play on any type of an arcade stick, it's all preference. You'll like or dislike what's there. And it's the same as if you went and got any one of these guys. They're going to come as they come, and you're going to get what you want to get. They're going to come as they come, and you are going to get what you get. So I definitely recommend this. Of course, this is not sponsored. I wish it was. My only other gripe is that I wish that I could have gotten some kind of communication established with them. I think I put myself in a great position to be able to speak intelligently about the value of this thing. And I do, not to be on the conceited side, I think I have probably one of the strongest Qanba 2009 loadouts out there. I think this is most optimal as to how you want to do it. You don't have to overdo what you're putting there, but this puts you in a great position to be able to create content, to gain comfortably. All you got to do is just kind of go after what you want for this. And then again, putting some external accessories around this thing, right? It's how you build it around, the light being behind, the light being on the sides, right? The green screen, right? The chair, getting a comfortable chair, right? Finding the right speakers that will enable you to get the right headphones, so you're not having to deal with mixers and things of that sort. This is an ultimate setup. This is optimal, definitely. I'm sure there's some as good, maybe some better, but to me, this is what good looks like for a Qanba 2009. If you guys happen to have any questions, let me know, but this is held up very well. You can use this video or the ones prior as a forum. I regularly check my videos for comments so that I can build that engagement. And that's what I got for this review. I hope to catch you on the next one. Peace, God bless, and as I always say, max love.